And we are heading out. Heading out on from Avon, Colorado. It's this is how many miles we put since we left Murrieta, California. Okay. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I don't have makeup. That's why I don't want you to.
Okay, well, it's too bad. Well, it's too bad. Yeah. You're getting videoed anyway. Okay, here. And here we go. We're heading out toward Indiana. I'm not really sure exactly where we're going to stop, but I don't want to do more than 6 hours driving because I just come to get tired. So we'll see what happens. We're going to go through outskirts of Denver. I don't think we're going to go through Denver. If I do see it from far away, I'll probably film it. But anyway, okay, guys.
That, the one in the middle is Mountain Edwards?
No, Mount Powell.
Mount Powell, sorry guys. That's Mount Powell. It's so
Beautiful.
beautiful and so tall, I don't know.
Take a picture. We were just at Vail Pass Summit at 10,603 feet, and look at that mountain up there. That I'm still guessing that's a 14. There's also a big peak way out there. The mountains here are just fantastic.
Oh,
It is copper.
oh, we came here, huh?
Yeah, on the way to Leadville the first time. We came this way because it's safer.
Frisco, we can read.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the CDT hikers actually can go to both of those towns, and also Copper as well.
This is little town of Frisco. That's the Colorado River?
No, I don't know. It's some kind of a lake. I have no idea what lake it is, though.
Wow.
I'm trying to put it on the edits when we edit the video.
I think this is the one that the guy is talking, you can go fishing. Huh?
Maybe.
Yes.
This is the Eisenhower Tunnel.
C. Johnson Memorial Tunnel. 1979. Yeehaw. I think this is the longest tunnel. Speed limit 50 miles per hour. Not
we just finished putting gas at a place called Come and Go, and it's right outside of the Denver area. It took us about 2 hours to get off of the Rocky Mountains from Vail, but there was a lot of traffic up on top. It was just road work, and then finally it picked up again. So I think that's one of the reasons. Otherwise, it would have been much faster. It was roughly 94 miles to Denver from the Vail area, and we filmed a little bit, not a lot. Probably not going to do a lot of filming as we go. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna enter the main Denver city limits. It's gonna go on the outskirts of it, and we're not really gonna go into Denver to look at anything. Although I kind of like to see the stadium. I'd like to go to an REI or something like that, but it's gonna take up so much time. Right now it's 1:38 in the afternoon, and we still have about 5 hours to go until what we're hoping to get to. So we'll see how that goes. We're here at very close to at the Welcome Center for Colorado, coming in from Nebraska. We're actually leaving Colorado, going into Nebraska. And there is a noise, some kind of a, I don't know what it is. I see a nest up there. Right there. But I don't see. But I don't see what is making that noise.
What do you call that?
I'm not sure. Those are, they roll up whatever hay or alfalfa or whatever it is. That's interesting. Pretty cool how they do that. So we're actually in Lincoln, Nebraska. We left yesterday from Avon. We stayed at the Quality Inn in Kearney, Nebraska. We got there a little bit late, and we also lost an hour. So therefore, we didn't. It was already getting kind of dark. We just ate some dinner and stayed over. We got up, and they allowed us to stay 1 hour afterwards because we got in kind of late. Filled up with gas and headed on out. We've driven about 140, pretty close to 140 miles since Kearney, Nebraska. We are in Lincoln right now, which I believe it is the capital of Nebraska, and I'm guessing that's the Capitol building over there, which looks like a Capitol building. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm so used to not so much trees or whatnot in the middle of a city, but this was kind of green coming in. And there is a Pinnacle Bank Arena. I'm not really sure who plays there or what sporting events they have there, but we took a little detour off of the Highway 80 just to take a look at Lincoln, Nebraska, the downtown area. So, like I said, there's an arena there, and over here there's a stadium on the left-hand side. I'm not sure who plays there. But let me see if I can see it without. Yeah, that is the Memorial Stadium. And then we're going to go down into downtown. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down because I got to be careful. Okay. Decided to get off here. We're going to find out what building it says right there. Butler, Garden, Howard, Dawson, Custer, Gosper, Phelps, Lancaster. Not sure exactly what that is. Building right over here. So it is the state capitol. Yeah. They're doing a lot of The elevator here in the state capitol. We're going to the 14th floor to see the city from the top of the Capitol building. 14th floor, and I am afraid of heights too, but I don't like heights, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. We feel safe. I feel safe. So, yeah, that's Lincoln, Nebraska from the state building. And the young man over there was telling me that that stadium that we just saw was for the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's where they play football. He was also telling me that there are 3 volleyball players right now in Tokyo with the U.S. Olympic team volleyball from the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. So yeah, this is neat. Okay, I feel okay with this right here. I'm not too concerned. Let me see what's over here. It's very dark. Look at this. This area under video surveillance. Okay. So, oh, that's the very top of the Capitol building. And it says, with malice toward none, with charity for all. And then with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right. Let us strive on to finish the work. We are in to bind up the nation's wounds. Hey, there's a Navy guy over there. To care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan. Oh wow, I'm also a nurse, and I'm a veteran of the Navy. Woohoo! Those 2 are for me. Oh, and I do like horses. My name Felipe, Philip in English, and Philippos in the original Greek means lover of horses. Like Philadelphia, Philly, city of brotherly love, peace among ourselves and with all nations. Well, that's the idea anyway, right? Okay. Yes, those are good, very good. Oh, look at this. I believe this is Abraham Lincoln. I remember I used to know by heart the Gettysburg Address. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great and civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. Wow, what a speech. And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Abraham Lincoln. Dedicated in honor of the Grand Army of the Republic by its auxiliary, the Women's Relief Corps, Department of Nebraska, April 6th, 1929. How honorable. Wonderful. And Nebraska has some Medal of Honor recipients. Wow. Many are from the Civil War over here on this side. Some Indian Wars in the middle. Over here, war with Spain, the Philippine conflict, a lot of World War II on this side over here. Vietnam War, Korean War, World War II, Somalia, the very end here. Awarded in the name of the Congress of the United States of America, members Nebraska Hall of Fame. So I'm not going to read all of that there, but it says Memorial Day Order, General Orders number 11, Headquarters, Grand Army of the Republic, Washington, D.C., May 5th, 1868. If you guys want to read, you're more than welcome to pause it. I'm probably going to read it from the video later on. More of Nebraska from this side. Excuse me, of Lincoln. There's a fountain down there that just turned off right now. Oh no, there it comes back on again. See it right here? Right there. Let's see. This is the second floor of the Capitol building. This is where all the legislature occurs. Here's the governor's office, the senators, and other members of Congress, and they will put things here through different. This is the second floor, by the way. And here, I remember over in Virginia, I believe it was Virginia. No, sorry. Yeah, could be Virginia. We went to the Capitol building over there, and also in where's Virginia? Oh, something over here is really cool. Then Olivia. This is Red Cloud, Oglala Lakota warrior, statesman, steadfast advocate for his people. We don't ask for anything but what is right and just. Red Cloud. This is Grace Abbott, social reformer and social worker, a native Nebraskan, internationally honored for her courageous and effective championship of children and mothers, and for her promotion of pioneer social legislation of enduring benefits to Americans. Here we have Lauren Isley. Sorry, but he looks a little upset. Maybe he's just stern. Anthropologist, poet, philosopher of science. We who are last year's dust and rain have risen from the dust to look about with the devised crystal of a raindrop before we subside once more into snow and whirling vapor. Very good, nice little poet. And this guy over here, this gentleman looks like he's very thoughtful. Robert W. Furness, newspaperman, soldier, historian, governor, agriculturist, the state's outstanding agriculture spokesman. And then we have one more. He's like kicking back on that. Yeah, right. No, him, Edward Creighton, pioneer, banker, cattleman, trader, philanthropist, and you guys can read the rest. You guys will be familiar with this next gentleman here. William Frederick Cody, Buffalo Bill, 1846-1917, soldier, Buffalo hunter, Army scout, actor, rancher, irrigationist, showman of the West, more than a scout, an American legend. This gentleman has quite a resume, as many do. Standing Bear. Marie Santos. Nathan Roscoe Pound. Botanist. Suzette LaFleche Tibbles. Beth Streeter Aldrich, author and writer. That's where they do a lot of the boating. My understanding, by talking to this gentleman who was in the information area, that he was showing me how many different kinds of bills they, or the bills, so many bills going on. And these bills will often have, they'll go through different steps, all the way down to the governor signing or vetoing, and then the legislature can go back and undo the veto. It's just very interesting to see how rules, laws, we are regardless of what 2020 and early 2021 was. This land of the US of A is a land of order, though many times people think that they don't have to follow a standard way of being. Anyway, this is where all kinds of democracy things happen. Okay. So we're leaving the Capitol building now. Some construction going on. One of the interesting things that a young man that was in the information booth was telling me about, there's a lot of corn, as we've seen on the road over here. Much of it I didn't film, but there's a lot of cornfields also in East Colorado too. One of the things that he was saying is that I asked him, because the University of Nebraska is a Cornhuskers, and he was mentioning, I asked him, how is it that they do the corn husking, and what do they do with it? When do they pick it? And he said, well, they used to do it by hand many years ago with a long knife, and I told him, my parents are from Jalisco, Mexico, where there was a lot of corn, and I was raised eating a lot of tortillas, maize especially, which is corn. Corn originates in Mexico. That was it used to be one of the staples of the Aztec, actually. And over there, I actually took part in corn husking, to help make the tortillas. And I asked him, how is a corn picked here? And he says, completely dry. And yep, that's how it's done in Mexico as well. And then I said, then they put it in water, boil it with lye. And he says, yep, exactly that way, until it rehydrates. And then once you can get the little kernel, I guess it would be called, of the corn, and you can just get it with your hand and squeeze it, and you keep the outer skin, and the rest goes choom, flying out. It's now ready to be ground and made into tortillas or whatever else you're going to make. And he was saying, yep, that's what we do it here too, which, you know, that was really interesting. So I've now become a fan of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, simply because I think I like all places that have history. When I went to Virginia, I bought a couple of shirts of, what was the name of that university? Something Mary? Something Mary University. Sorry, no disrespect, I'll remember it. But we went into the university library when we were over in old Williamsburg. William and Mary, yeah. In Williamsburg, colonial Williamsburg over in Virginia. So all this part of the United States, unlike where we live in Southern California. Southern California does have its history, but a lot of that is actually Mexican history, or California history, and Spanish history. And that's why many times over there you hear a lot of different questions. You know, why do people call themselves Mexican American? Why can't they just be called American? Or why do they call themselves this American or that American? And it's probably because it's such a melting pot, more so in California than it is over here. I think we have a lot of Asians. I'm married to an Asian right there, actually Spanish Asian, I guess, because Filipinos are mestizo, and as Mexicans are mestizo. I was born in Tijuana, Mexico. You know, we have to understand one thing, and I'm having this conversation here in front of the Capitol of Nebraska, because I think it's very important. People do need to have an identity. You find a lot of people that say I'm Irish American, and they are very proud, especially the first generation, maybe the second generation. After that, it kind of falls not so much into that, because they have an identity of how they were raised, and they brought that to the United States. But in fact, we are all American. My wife, Filipina, she's American. I was born in Mexico, so Mexican, but American. And that has to be understood. You know, you can't take somebody's identity away and say, we're going to make you into something that you're not. I am an American, 100%. That's on my car, and I proudly display it. And I did those hikes, or part of it anyway. Anyway, that's just some bit of trivia, and but this nation has to continue to understand that united we stand and divided we fall. Okay, all of us have to be part of the same nation and have respect, just like in that hallway, in those halls that I just finished showing. You see that respect that was given to the Native Americans. Okay. Anyway, you know, look at the houses here. The houses and all the trees. I mean, this is something like from, you know, it looks like something from you would see in the movies, but this is the actual houses where people live at. And here in Lincoln, Nebraska, it's just beautiful. Very nice. So here we are at the Sunken Gardens. It's one of the places that the gentleman over at the information booth at the state capitol recommended that we come and see. And I can already tell you that those trees right there are just beautiful. One of the things that seems to be a recurring term that I use, and Olivia has used as well, as we're going through this road trip on this beautiful, beautiful country of the United States of America. I mean, of course, not going to go all of it, only a few states. Is that it's so beautiful. And a lot of people, they, you know, as I was stating earlier, with all the divisiveness that was going on, for whatever reason, people tend to think that Americans are mean and cruel and don't like each other and can't get along. But I learned long ago that that's not the case. You can get along. We can get along very well. When I was in the Pacific Crest Trail, people put all things aside and concentrated on hiking the trail and helping each other, especially if anybody's having difficulty. And then of course the trail angels were very helpful and normally just gave without asking anything in return. And yeah, no, Americans get along very well, and we have a respect. We just have to kind of get away from the idea that the person next to us doesn't like us, because then we end up being defensive. And no, it's a beautiful country and a beautiful people as well. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh wow. You know what, guys? I think I saw this on trail, and I may have videoed some of that, but look at those leaves. Aren't they just huge? And look at those beautiful flowers. Oh my gosh. Lorna and Rosa Isela, this is for you, because both of you love flowers and arrangements. Wow. I know her. Who is she? I know her. Oh, it's Olivia. It's really pretty, huh?
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You see, it's easy to talk to strangers. You'll be surprised how nice strangers are. We're so used to, don't talk to strangers. No, talk to strangers. Little kids out there, you be with your mom and dad before you talk to strangers.
Wala ka?
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Let me see if I can open it up a little bit so I can. There, a little bit. Except when I put this view, it kind of makes it, I don't know, different.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me what the lady was saying. That's in her native Tagalog language. It sounds like this. That's how it sounds like. I'm gonna hear it once I post this video. Anong ginagawa mo? Means what are you doing? Wala means nothing. Anong iniisip mo? What are you thinking? Wala. Nothing. Oh. So it's just showing me all these in loving memory. Aww. Maybe I should get out my knife and start scribbling. Nah. Let's see what else. Where was I at? Saan ka pupunta? Where are you going? I think it's where you're going, or where are you? One of the two. Anyway, if you say that, they'll understand what you're talking about. Do not feed the fish. Of course I'm not going to feed the fish. I'm going to eat the fish. Rah! Oh, look at that. Hi, pretty fishy. My fishing pole is in the back of my car.
Go fishing.
I know, that's exactly what I want to do. No, not really. This is cool. Very beautiful. Sunken Gardens in Lincoln, Nebraska. I was with my Tagalog instructional portion of the video. Mahal kita. I love you. Babae. girl. I don't know how to say boy. I never ask for boys. I only ask for girls. Not really.
No.
You know what I'm saying. I honestly don't know how to say man or boy. It's always babae. How do you say man or boy?
Ano daw? Lalaki.
Lalaki? Okay, lalaki.
Lalaki.
Lalaki. Okay, learn something new. Ewan ko means I don't know. Or hindi ko alam. It also means I don't know. Konti means a little bit. Babalik ako mamaya. I'll be back later. Mamaya, later. Hello. It means hello. Kind of like rodeo, comes from the rodeo in Spanish, which means roundup. Oh boy, I should be a linguist, huh? Look at this beautiful seat. Silla in Spanish. Seat, silla. Zacate. Grass. Flores. Flowers. Oh, anyway. Watch me lose like 10, all of my subscribers. We've already lost like 20 of them because we're not on the PCT anymore. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Like, Felipe, we don't need your philosophy. We don't need your thoughts. If we want to hit everybody, we will. I'm just being obnoxious. That's all. Wow. Look at these plants. I'm not sure if we're allowed to walk on the grass. It doesn't say stay off the grass. So I'm going to walk on the grass. Wow, look at this, how beautiful it is. Look at that.
See you
in a couple of days.
Okay.
That's Olivia talking to her sister in Lowell, Indiana. Okay. Yes, welcome to Sunken Gardens.
The video there, the picture.
Isn't that just beautiful? Yes. And so is she, by the way. No, not that one. This one. That one too, but not that way. I think somebody's praying.
Something is started.
Oh no, I think she's drinking water. No, she's playing a flute to the sky. I can't see what I'm filming because of the sun glare. Oh, stay out of the flowers. So I'll stay out of the flowers, but I want to smell it. Oh gosh, it smells so beautiful. This place is called Ivana Cone here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Really good. It's family operated. And I like the little sign right there. What we were talking about earlier. Hate has no home here at Ivana Cone. I love that. Love that. Holland. And we are leaving this part here. There's Lincoln Station. There's an arena over there. And we're leaving Banacone.
I can't even like read what it says. I think it says about an hour.
Oh yeah, I just ate a bunch of ice cream and I drank a Sprite. The Sprite had 36 grams of sugar and the ice cream had a bunch of sugar, and I am a diabetic, type 2. Woohoo! That's not